Hi all, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going back in history to look into another interesting PSU, and this time the one we are looking at was producing vegetable oil, even cornflakes at one point of time. The PSU which we are talking about is Hindustan Vegetable Oil Corporation Limited. The PSU was incorporated on the 31st of March 1984 with its headquarters at Delhi and under the Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. The main aim of setting up the PSU was to refine the edible oil which was imported by State Trading Corporation, as State Trading Corporation had no infrastructure at the time to do so, and also to ensure that edible oils are available for the public distribution system. The PSU was formed by merging two other nationalized companies, namely Ganesh Flour Mills and Amritsar Oil Works. While Ganesh Flour Mills was nationalized in 1972, Amritsar Oil Works was nationalized in 1974. At the time of nationalization, both these companies were sick ones and were suffering from many problems. While Ganesh Flour Mills had three factories, namely the Delhi Vanaspati factory, the Hindustan Breakfast Manufacturing Company in Delhi, and solvent extraction plant in Bombay. Amritsar Oil Works had its oil works at Amritsar and another sugar mill. The PSU over the years went into production of Vanaspati breakfast cereals and was into refining and packaging of imported oils till 1994 for the PDS. This included the palm oil and coconut oil, which was mainly imported by State Trading Corporation. It had 5 refining and packaging units and 6 packaging. While the refining units were situated in Delhi, Kanpur, Amritsar, Mumbai, and Kolkata, the packaging units were situated in Bangalore and Chennai. Oil refining capacity of 350 tons per day, and which increased to around 1150 per day, and it later was able to get into the production of ready to eat meals also. The fact that the private companies which were nationalized were already six ensured that problems for the PSU started at the very onset. By April 1985, it was already on the verge of bankruptcy, but due to strong performance, it was able to bounce back and emerge as one of the top seven PSUs in the country as per the return on capital employed. But after showing some years of very good performance, it started incurring losses from 1991, and the problems started for it due to the reduction in imports of edible oils through the STC channel. That is, now edible oils were not imported through state trading networks. Non-availability of state sales tax exemption also was another problem for it, and as these were very old companies, the technology which it had was or had already become obsolete long time ago and was a big hindrance for its performance, and so was the excess manpower. By 1992-93, it had a net loss of 3.6 crores, which inflated to around 10.25 crores the next year. At that time, a number of revival attempts was made to ensure that the company comes back to the right path. In 1991-94, the VRS scheme attracted many people and the manpower decreased from 2700 to around 1700. But still, it was not able to perform well, and in May 1993, a 31 crore modernization plan was taken up, but sadly, it was reduced to 7 crore in November of the same year. But sadly, it never took off. In July 1984, a proposal was mounted to merge it with National Dairy Development Board or MMTC, but both the PSUs refused to the merger. In March 1995, another revival plan of 17.7 crore was proposed, but that too was shelved. In March 1997, the Disinvestment Commission classified it as a non-core PSU, and even the Finance Ministry was not interested to run it in the public sector. And so, curtains were almost down for the PSU, and in 1999 it was referred to the BFI, which declared it as sick because it had a very low utilization of less than 1% of all its units. Due to the low utilization, it was decided that to wind up the PSU by the 2010s, and in 2060 27.56 crore VAS package was given to the employees and the PSU was closed off. In 2017, the land of Hindustan Vegetable Oil Corporation was valued at 600 crore, and the cabinet gave its approval to transfer the land to the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs for use for public purposes. In 2018, the cabinet also approved a waiver of loan and interest of the corporation to an amount of 463 crores. So this brought the curtain down on the only edible oil manufacturing PSU in India. As this PSU was already obsolete and sick private company, so it was natural that it would not be able to perform well. And despite all this hindrance, it was able to give strong performance for many years. But the old technology and also the fact that the trading regime on which it worked had closed down brought the end to this PSU. If you have liked our videos, do share it and also subscribe to our channel for more other such videos.